That's a complicated question, right? You know, because, okay, so for me, I was born in 1971. He was detained by the Kenyatta government. And we shouldn't forget about the Kenyatta government because we talk about Moi most of the time. But we shouldn't forget the Kenyatta government. So he was detained by the Kenyatta government in 1977. And then he was exiled by the Moi government in 1982. So we have this space. From 1982 to actually 1990, we didn't meet at all, right? So I would say, but I understand it though, right? So it's not an absence in that sense.
Yeah.
It's him following his convictions, his political convictions. And at that point wanted to fight for a better Kenya.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call it an absence. And in fact, one of the things I've said over and over again is, like, I'm grateful for that because I've met children who, you know, Kenyatta's children or Moi's children or people who are part of the dictatorship. And they carry this guilt with them. And I say, for me, the one gift he has given me is I don't have that guilt. Like, I don't have the guilt of having a father who is part of the problem. He was part of the solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could say that he was quite controversial indeed, but do you think he was ever misunderstood or maybe misread by the international other institutions, the Western culture, and even us as Kenyans? Do you think that we often misunderstood really where the Professor Ngugi wa Thiong'o was looking at this whole country from and the world from?
I would say to a degree. Because in Kenya we have this thing of if you speak Kikuyu or Luo or Kamba and so on and so forth, you are seen as promoting a form of tribalism. And I actually, quite frankly, I think we should lose the word tribalism because we are nations amongst ourselves, right? So I do think a lot of people misunderstood his idea of is your language. In fact, for him, he did say that. You can master all the languages of the world, but if you don't master your own language, you're a slave then, right? So he was, to that degree, he was misunderstood. But I think that was in the 1970s, 1980s, maybe 1990s. But I remember having a conversation with him, telling him, hey, you have won, right? like you won the battle for African languages, because I can't see somebody standing up now and saying you shouldn't speak your language. Or you shouldn't be proud of your culture, or you shouldn't find beauty in the multiplicity of cultures and languages in Kenya. Yeah.
If you remember your last conversation with your father, Professor Ngugi wa Thiong'o, what do you think